Maasai Mara. Mara, the ultimate survival arena. All right, folks, settle in, grab your binoculars, and get ready for a wild ride. We're heading straight into the heart of Africa, to the Maasai Mara. The ultimate survival arena. A crocodile, silent and still, lurking just beneath the surface. Bam! In a split second, those powerful jaws clamp down, and it's game over. It's brutal, it's raw, but hey, that's life in the wild. Out here, it's a constant battle between predator and prey, and only the strong survive. Let's dive in and uncover the secrets of these incredible hunters. The Maasai Mara, where it all goes down. This place is truly something special. Picture endless stretches of savannah, the sun beating down, and the Mara River winding its way through the landscape. It's a place of breathtaking beauty, but don't let that fool you. Danger lurks around every corner. The Maasai Mara is a delicate balance of power and peril, and it's home to some of the most fearsome predators on the planet. And the diversity? Wow! We're talking over 90 species of mammals, from lions and elephants to cheetahs and hippos. And the birds! Over 570 different species soaring through the skies. It's like Mother Nature threw a party and invited every amazing creature imaginable. But here's where things get really exciting. Every year, millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles thunder across the Mara in the Great Migration. Can you imagine witnessing that firsthand? It's an epic journey, a true test of survival, and it sets the stage for some of the most dramatic hunts you'll ever see. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to witness the raw power and incredible instincts of Africa's top predators. This is a show you won't want to miss. Okay, folks, hold on to your hats because we're about to get up close and personal with the lifeblood of the Maasai Mara, the Mara River. This isn't just some pretty waterway, it's a force of nature, a source of life, and a deadly trap, all rolled into one. Talk about drama. This magnificent river snakes its way through the savannah, providing a lifeline for all the creatures that call the Mara home. Imagine herds of thirsty animals trekking for hundreds of miles, finally reaching this oasis. Although they've been traveling thousands of years, it's a sight that'll give you goosebumps. But here's the thing, the Mara River is a double-edged sword. While it offers relief, it also harbors hidden dangers. Lurking beneath the surface are the ancient predators, the Nile crocodiles. These guys are the ultimate ambush artists, patiently waiting for their moment to strike. They'll bask in the sun to regulate their body temperature, using those powerful currents to their advantage. And you know what? They need a lot of water to keep those massive bodies cool, so they tend to hang out near the banks. Talk about a prime location for a surprise attack. This river is their hunting ground, and believe me, it's a wild show. Now let's talk about the real bosses of the Mara River, the hippos. These guys might not get all the glory, but they're the key to keeping this whole ecosystem in balance. And trust me, the Mara hippos are a breed apart. These guys are massive. We're talking 2,200 to 6,600 pounds of pure power. They spend most of their day submerged, and for good reason. Their skin can't handle the scorching African sun. Can you imagine? Even with their built-in sunscreen, they secrete a reddish substance. How cool is that? Those savannas would fry them to a crisp. So they take frequent dips to stay cool. But here's the kicker. They don't actually swim. They walk and bounce along the riverbed. It's like they're on a leisurely stroll underwater. Their heavy bones and incredible breath control make them perfectly adapted for this lifestyle. They can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes, and with their eyes, ears, and nostrils strategically placed on top of their heads, they can keep an eye on things while staying submerged. Talk about ingenious. But here's the most amazing part. These guys are like the silent farmers of the Mara River. They poop a lot. Up to 25 kilograms a day. Now, before you wrinkle your nose, that fertilizer is crucial for the entire ecosystem. It fuels the growth of aquatic plants, which in turn feed the fish, which then become dinner for birds and other predators. It's a chain reaction, and it all starts with the hippos. Now, you might think these two giants would be constantly at each other's throats. But it's a bit more complicated than that. They share the same space, but they're not exactly competing. A croc, as powerful as it is, rarely messes with a full-grown hippo. Why? Because hippos have a bite force of up to 1,800 psi. They could crush a croc like a twig. But baby hippos, they're fair game. It's a constant reminder of the dangers of the wild. And here's another thing. Hippos are like the engineers of the river. As they move around, they create channels and prevent the river from getting clogged up. This is especially important during the dry season, when water is scarce. These guys might not be the flashiest predators, but they're essential to the Mara River. So there you have it, folks. The Mara River, a place of incredible beauty, intense drama, and fascinating creatures. It's a true testament to the power and wonder of the natural world. right, folks, get ready to be transported to the breathtaking savannas of the Maasai Mara. Golden grasslands stretching as far as the eye can see, dotted with those iconic acacia trees. It's a picture-perfect scene, but don't be fooled by the serenity. Now, these acacia trees are tough survivors. They thrive under the scorching African sun, providing a vital food source for the animals during those dry spells. You'll see giraffes gracefully nibbling on the leaves and elephants stripping the bark. But here's the cool part. These thorny giants also offer shade and help keep the soil moist. That's a big deal in a place where rainfall can be scarce. You see, the Mara and the Serengeti are neighbors, but they have their differences. The Serengeti is much larger, and when those dry seasons hit, it can be brutal. The grasslands dry up fast. But the Mara? It's got a secret weapon, those short, intense rainstorms. This means the Mara bounces back quicker, providing a haven for all kinds of amazing wildlife. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the Big Five. These are the heavy hitters, the apex predators that rule the Maasai Mara. We're talking lions, leopards, elephants, buffalo, and rhinos. And guess who's at the top of the food chain? The king of the savannah himself, the lion. There's nothing quite like the power and majesty of a lion. That roar, it can be heard from miles, sending shivers down your spine. But even the king has to fight to maintain his position. Lions are the only big cats that live in groups, called prides. You might see a pride of 10 to 15 lions, sometimes even 30. Now, those male lions with their impressive manes might look like the bosses, but it's the lionesses who do the heavy lifting. They're the hunters, the strategists. These powerful females use the tall grass as cover, ambushing their prey with lightning speed. And their bite? Forget about it. They can take down a 250-kilogram wildebeest with a single chomp. But even with their skills, hunting is never easy. It's a risky business. But don't underestimate those male lions. They're the guardians, protecting their territory from rivals. They'll face off against hyenas, even other male lions, to defend their pride. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Most lion hunts happen under the cover of darkness. It's the perfect time to stalk their prey, whether it's a zebra, a wildebeest, or even a massive buffalo. But don't think it's a guaranteed meal. Those buffalo can weigh 4 times more than a lion. It's a battle of strength and strategy, and it doesn't always go the lion's way. Speaking of buffalo, these guys are a force to be reckoned with. They're massive, they're tough, and they've even been known to send lions running. They might not be hunters, but they're definitely not an easy target. With their sharp horns and thick hides, they can hold their own against any predator. Buffalo are all about teamwork. They stick together in huge herds, forming a living fortress. The strongest males lead the way, protecting the females and young. It's an incredible display of cooperation and strength. And let's not forget the mighty buffalo. These guys are a symbol of strength and resilience. They've even been known to stand up to lions. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds, they're a formidable opponent. And when they form those massive herds, forget about it. They're practically an unstoppable force. So there you have it, folks. The Maasai Mara, a land of breathtaking beauty, fierce predators, and incredible wildlife. It's a place where every day is a struggle for survival, and only the strongest thrive. It's a true wonder of the natural world. But lions aren't the only predators prowling the Mara. Enter the leopard, the master of stealth. These guys are incredible climbers, often ambushing their prey from the trees. Their night vision is phenomenal, 6 times better than ours. They can take down animals larger than themselves, like impalas. It's a sight to behold. Unlike lions, leopards are lone wolves. They rely on their cunning and agility to survive. They'll mark their territory with deep scratches on trees and the scent of their urine. It's a clear message: stay away. But even these skilled hunters face challenges. Young leopards are vulnerable to lions and hyenas. It's a constant struggle for survival. And now for the speedster of the savannah, the cheetah. These guys are lightning fast, reaching speeds of up to 70 miles per hour. That's faster than most sports cars. Their bodies are built for speed, with long legs, a flexible spine, and non-retractable claws. They're a blur of motion as they chase down their prey. But there's a catch. Cheetahs can only maintain that top speed for a short burst. They're sprinters, not marathon runners. They have to be strategic, choosing their targets carefully. And with a success rate of 50%, they're more efficient hunters than lions. Unlike lions and leopards, cheetahs hunt during the day. They use the soft morning light or the golden hues of sunset to their advantage. It's a beautiful and deadly dance. Cheetah cubs face a tough road. Many fall victim to predators or starvation. It's a reminder of the harsh realities of life in the wild. Hold on tight, folks, because we're about to witness the ultimate ambush predator in action, the Nile crocodile. These guys are the epitome of patience, lurking beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Just imagine those cold, reptilian eyes watching from the murky depths. It's enough to send chills down your spine. Their thick skin and tough scales blend perfectly with their surroundings, making them practically invisible. And when they strike, it's lightning fast. We're talking about a creature that can grow up to 20 feet long, weigh over 1,000 pounds, and deliver a bite force of 3,700 psi. That's enough to crush bones and drag a full-grown zebra underwater in seconds. And have you ever heard of the death roll? It's a brutal maneuver that these crocs use to tear their prey apart. They can spin their bodies with incredible force, dismembering even large animals like buffalo and zebras. It's a raw display of nature's power, and it's not for the faint of heart. But here's something you might not expect. Crocodile mothers are incredibly devoted to their young. They guard their nests for months, ensuring the survival of their offspring. And did you know that the temperature of the nest determines the sex of the babies? It's mind-blowing. The Mara River is a constant cycle of life and death. During the Great Migration, it's a perilous crossing. The weak and the young often fall victim to the crocs. But even in death, there is renewal. The survivors reach the lush grasslands, a haven of fresh grass and crystal clear water. But the challenges don't end there. The lions are waiting, ready to pounce. Even with their incredible eyesight, zebras can't always escape the clutches of these skilled hunters. The tall grass and uneven terrain become a battleground, a tense game of cat and mouse. Lions have a lot of mouths to feed. A single lioness needs about 12 pounds of meat a day, and those big males can devour up to 100 pounds in one sitting. That's a lot of pressure to hunt successfully. But lions are masters of teamwork. They work together to bring down their prey, and even the cubs learn valuable lessons by watching the adults. It's a fascinating display of cooperation and survival. And let's not forget the hyenas. These guys have a bad reputation, but they're incredibly intelligent and efficient hunters. They'll often challenge lions for their kills, creating a chaotic scene on the savannah. It's a constant struggle for dominance. So there you have it, folks. The Maasai Mara, a land of breathtaking beauty, fierce predators, and incredible wildlife. It's a place where every day is a struggle for survival, and only the strongest thrive. It's a true wonder of the natural world. You guys, the drama never ends in the Maasai Mara. Just when you think the lions have scored a meal, those sneaky hyenas come in to crash the party. They're always lurking, waiting for the perfect opportunity to snatch a free meal. Talk about opportunistic. And don't underestimate these guys. They've got jaws of steel with a bite force of up to 1100 psi. They can crush bones like they're nothing, leaving no trace of their feast. You might hear their eerie laughter echoing across the savannah as they close in on a lion kill. And rolls in white hair bearing down on an approaching cluster of creatures. It's a tense standoff with roars and snarls filling the air. The hyenas might get a share of the spoils, but it often comes at a cost. These battles can be brutal. The rivalry between hyenas and lions is legendary. It's a clash of clans, a fight for survival. They compete for food, territory, and dominance. It's a reminder that life in the Mara is a constant struggle, and only the strongest survive. Now, those massive herds of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles aren't just wandering aimlessly. They're using the terrain to their advantage. The swamps and riverbanks become strategic pathways, slowing down the predators and giving the herds a fighting chance. It's a clever tactic, using the landscape as a shield. During the migration, the stakes are high. The predators are on high alert, and the exhausted migrants are easy targets. Every step is a gamble, a dance with death. It's a stark reminder of the harsh realities of life in the wild. And then there's the cheetah, the speed demon of the savannah. They love those open plains where they can unleash their incredible speed. But even the fastest animal on Earth can't always catch a break. Sometimes those gazelles are just too quick, or the cheetah might not be feeling up to the chase. It's a reminder that even the best hunters have their off days. And let's not forget the leopard, the stealthy assassin. They love to ambush their prey, especially during the mating season when the antelope herds are distracted. They'll pick off the weak and the young, using the dense vegetation as cover. It's a classic case of strike first, strike hard. Now, for a change of pace, let's admire those graceful giants, the giraffes. They might seem peaceful, but even these gentle creatures face danger. Drinking water can be a risky affair, as they have to bend down, making them vulnerable to crocodiles. And those kicks? They can be deadly. But giraffes are also fighters, especially when it comes to mating battles. Those necking contests can be brutal. While the wildebeests and zebras are off on their epic journey, the impalas stay put. They might avoid the dangers of the migration, but they become prime targets for predators. And during mating season, those males clash horns in epic battles for dominance. It's a reminder that even without migrating, life in the Mara is never dull. And finally, let's give a shout out to the vultures, nature's cleanup crew. They might not be the prettiest creatures, but they play a vital role in the ecosystem. They devour carcasses, preventing the spread of disease. They're the unsung heroes of the savannah. So there you have it, folks. The Maasai Mara, a land of endless drama, incredible wildlife, and breathtaking beauty. It's a place where every day is a struggle for survival, and only the strongest thrive. It's a true wonder of the natural world. Wow, talk about a tough job. Those vultures might be nature's cleanup crew, but they've got some serious competition. They have to fight off those pesky hyenas and keep an eye out for lions looking for leftovers. It's a race to see who can gobble down the most meat. And if they're not quick enough, those vultures will be left with nothing but empty stomachs and a long flight back to the nest. But hey, someone's got to do it, right? And those vultures are pros. They devour every last scrap, leaving the savannah clean and ready for a new cycle of life. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. But vultures aren't the only ones keeping the Maasai Mara in tip-top shape. Enter the elephants, the gentle giants of the savannah. These guys are like the ecosystem's architects, shaping the landscape with every step they take. Now, these guys are massive. We're talking 4 to 6 tons of pure power. And they've got appetites to match. A single elephant can munch through hundreds of pounds of plants a day. But here's the thing, they're not just eating machines. They're actually helping to create a healthy savannah. When elephants knock down trees to get to those tasty leaves and bark, they create open spaces where sunlight can reach the ground. This allows fresh grass to grow, providing food for zebras, wildebeest, and all sorts of other critters. It's like they're natural landscapers, keeping the Mara looking its best. And get this, elephants are also excellent seed dispersers. They poop out thousands of seeds, helping plants spread across the savannah. Talk about a multi-talented creature. But even these gentle giants face danger. Imagine a herd of elephants peacefully grazing near the river when suddenly a pride of lions appears. Now, a full-grown elephant is a formidable opponent, but those young calves? They're vulnerable. It's a tense moment as the elephants sense the danger. The elephants quickly form a protective circle around the calves, with the adults facing outwards. It's an incredible display of teamwork and strength. Those lions might be powerful, but they know better than to mess with a mama elephant. As the calves leave, my partner Michael and I start to move toward the retreat. So there you have it, folks, the Maasai Mara, a land of constant change, where life and death are intertwined. It's a place where every creature plays a vital role, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest elephant. It's a true testament to the power and wonder of the natural world. You know, folks, the Maasai Mara is a land of incredible beauty, but it's also a place where survival is hard-earned. Even the most stunning landscapes come with a price. You gotta be tough, you gotta be smart, and you gotta be ready for anything. And speaking of tough, let's talk about the rhinos. These guys are like the silent guardians of the Mara. They're rare, they're powerful, and they're facing some serious challenges. Poaching has taken a toll on their numbers, but thankfully, they're making a comeback thanks to the tireless efforts of conservationists. Now, the black rhino is a bit of a loner. Unlike the white rhino, which likes to hang out in groups, the black rhino prefers to go it alone. But don't let that fool you. These guys are massive. They can weigh up to 3,000 pounds and charge at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. And those horns? They're made of the same stuff as our fingernails, but they're worth a fortune on the black market. It's a sad reality, but it's why these magnificent creatures need our protection. But here's the thing, rhinos are more than just impressive animals. They play a vital role in the ecosystem. They munch on bushes and trees, helping to keep the savannah healthy and open. And as they move around, they create trails that other animals can use. They're like the unsung heroes of the Mara. And get this, elephants and rhinos sometimes team up. Elephants have incredible hearing, and they'll often alert rhinos to danger. It's a heartwarming example of cooperation in the wild. Now let's talk about another amazing partnership, oxpeckers and buffalo. These little birds are like the buffalo's personal hygiene squad, picking off ticks and other parasites. And they'll even warn the buffalo of approaching predators. It's a win-win situation. And who could forget the zebras and wildebeest? These guys migrate together, forming a massive moving ecosystem. The zebras, with their excellent eyesight, act as lookouts, while the wildebeest provides safety in numbers. It's a beautiful example of cooperation in the face of adversity. But the Mara isn't just about the big guys. There are plenty of smaller predators making their mark too. The black-backed jackal, for example, is a clever opportunist, scavenging leftovers and hunting small prey. And the serval, with its incredible leaping ability, is a master of catching birds and rodents. It's a reminder that every creature, big or small, plays a vital role in the ecosystem. So there you have it, folks, the Maasai Mara, a land of breathtaking beauty, incredible wildlife, and fascinating relationships. It's a place where every day is a new adventure, and every creature has a story to tell. It's a true wonder of the natural world. You know, life in the Maasai Mara is a constant struggle. Even the smallest creatures have to fight tooth and nail to survive. Staying out of the way of those big predators is rule number one. Every hunt, every meal, every breath is precious. But it's that struggle that makes the Mara so dynamic, so alive. The sun rises over the savannah, painting the landscape in a breathtaking array of colors. It's a beautiful scene, but beneath the surface lies a constant battle for survival. The migrating wildebeest, the powerful lions, the stealthy leopards, they're all part of this intricate web of life. But even this seemingly invincible ecosystem faces challenges, both natural and man-made. As the sun sets and the animals settle down for the night, a new danger emerges: poachers. These guys are armed with modern technology and driven by greed. They're after those valuable rhino horns and elephant tusks, and they don't care about the consequences. It's a heartbreaking reality, and it's pushing these magnificent creatures to the brink of extinction. The black rhino, once a common sight in the Mara, is now critically endangered. Can you believe that there are fewer than 50 left in the entire reserve? And across Africa, thousands are killed every year. It's a race against time to save these incredible animals. And the elephants aren't faring much better. They're being poached at an alarming rate, leaving a gaping hole in the ecosystem. Without elephants to keep the trees in check and rhinos to maintain the grasslands, the whole savannah is at risk. And then there's the Mara River, the lifeblood of the ecosystem. It's been shrinking due to climate change, leaving the hippos stranded in shrinking pools and the wildebeest struggling to find food. It's a stark reminder of the impact we're having on our planet. As the human population grows, so does the pressure on the Maasai Mara. Fences, farms, and settlements are encroaching on the wildlife's habitat, disrupting migration routes and creating conflict. It's a delicate balancing act, and the stakes are high. Tourism brings much-needed revenue to the Mara, but it also has its downsides. Safari vehicles can disturb the animals, and the noise and activity can disrupt their natural behavior. It's a challenge to find a sustainable way to share this incredible place with the world. But despite all these challenges, there's still hope for the Maasai Mara. Conservation efforts are making a difference, and the local Maasai people are playing a vital role in protecting their ancestral land. They're working to reduce poaching, restore habitats, and find ways to coexist with the wildlife. The Maasai have a deep connection to the land and its creatures. They understand that the survival of the wildlife is intertwined with their own. They're working to preserve their traditions while embracing sustainable tourism, sharing the beauty of the Mara with the world. Protecting the Maasai Mara is a shared responsibility. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all living things and working together to ensure a future where both humans and wildlife can thrive. It's about preserving a precious piece of our planet for generations to come. So there you have it, folks, the Maasai Mara. A land of breathtaking beauty, incredible challenges, and inspiring stories of resilience. It's a place that reminds us of the power of nature and the importance of protecting our planet. It's a true wonder of the world.